Hi, this is Steve Livingston from Livingston's Articat, and I'd like to introduce everybody to the 2016 Bearcat Groomer Special. It's been all redesigned. If I had a dream list of everything I would want in a groomer, especially over what we already had, which was really good right there, I would say Articat took that dream list and gave me everything I asked for. One of the things I like the best about it, we're back to old school where you can just open up the hood, do anything you'd want to do. If you move in a little closer, if you need to put antifreeze in, it's right there, it's handy. You need to put oil in, right there, handy. There's the battery, there's the fuse box, there's the tools. You know, if you need to put a spark plug in, you probably never would, but you can actually touch the spark plugs in this. They doubled the size of the radiator that's in it. The radiator now doesn't get any heat soak from the engine or the pipe. It's now separated from the engine compartment. So the air comes in the front, there's also a fan there, and blows right out the sides, right here. So it's a lot more efficient. Other improvements, the seat's more comfortable. Has a massive windshield, so it's really warm to ride. Actually, so was the other one. But the single best thing that they've done is everybody's been asking for low range, high and low range. They took it up a notch. This has high, low, and super low range. And super low range, you can groom at 3 or 4 miles an hour, which you can't do on any other rig other than this Articat. Another neat feature on this, you still have your overload springs like the other one had, right here. But now you have a lockout on the articulate rear end. So if you want to leave it, this is in the articulating mode, if you want to leave it like it is, this flips up and backs up on top of the snow, where the old one didn't do that, or any other brand of snowmobile. With this one, now you can flip the lock on it, have it be solid if you've got a real hilly area that you're grooming, or have it be articulate so it drives like a short sled. So this has a really, really tight turning radius because of that. This 2016 Bearcat Groomer Special holds 14.5 gallons of gas, and it now has a lot bigger motor than it had before. I believe it's 15% more powerful, where we had the 1100 motor before that made 118 horsepower. We now have the Yamaha 1049 that makes 135 horsepower. They improved the skis on it. It now has huge floaty boat skis on it, and such. It now has a really tight turning radius, even with the drag on the back, which I'm going to demonstrate here in a few minutes. The winch is now integrated into the front bumper, so if you've got some really rough areas, the winch has been improved as well, at least the location of it. They now have this huge front bumper on it, and they've integrated the winch into the front bumper. As you can see on the old one, the winch just stuck right out in the front. It was super handy having a winch, but if you're grooming a trail that's really rough, you know, the winch would smash into the bumps on the other side. Whereas now, that doesn't happen anymore. You know, now it's got that big plow bar on the front. But let me give you a quick demonstration of how tight a turning radius this has. This used to be the only true groomer, turnkey groomer on the market that you could buy, and it worked great, but it's no match for that. I'll demonstrate the turning radius on this. turn that one around inside the circle that this one just made. This is the mountain grooming drag, and the reason I want to mention this is you know, for reasons that you'll see in just a second, but the mountain grooming drag's an 8x4. I've got 5,000 miles on this, so this one has been proven to be really tough. And Arctic Cat sells this, so you can sell the whole package, groomer and all, you know, for 20,000 bucks, give or take, depending on the state that you live in, the taxes and stuff like that. But you can usually buy them for 20 grand, give or take, and maybe even find a deal on them for, you know, for less than that. But for 20 grand, it's one hell of a package. It's turnkey. You don't need anything else. And then this is another drag that I now sell. And this is called this is an arrowhead drag. These are made in St. Germain, Wisconsin, by Dave Walker from Arrowhead Groomer. This is a 4x9/6 Ultra Mini. He made this up special for me, and he's going to be selling these now. But the reason I have this one as well as that one is there's a thing called an RTP grant. So to get an RTP grant, that's a government grant, and it has to be made with American-made products and American steel. So the Bearcat Groomer Special is the only American-made groomer that there is out there as far as the sled goes. And Dave at Arrowhead Groomers has all American-made, made again in St. Germain, Wisconsin, with American steel. So this one would qualify turnkey without any exemptions for an RTP grant. I'm going to show you how slow super low really is grooming. So we'll line up, and this one's going to be at 4,000 RPMs, and that one will be at 4,000 RPMs in super low range. You'll be able to see how slow it goes. Those were both at 4,000 RPMs. He'll be along in a minute. On the old Bearcat Groomer Special, top speed on that was 45 miles an hour. You know, which is good. It didn't matter because you're just grooming with it or using it for utility. But not everybody's dragging trails and may want to just use it for a regular snowmobile too. So I'm going to do a radar run real quick. And show you how fast this new sled goes. I'm still kind of laughing because I had no idea how fast this would go, but it just, I guess, went 81 miles an hour, which is stupidly fast for a groomer. But it's comfortable at that speed, and that was just 1,000 feet, so I mean it was faster than that. The boys at Arctic Cat said this thing would go 90, and I now believe them. I want to just demonstrate how easy this new sled shifts too. Many of you think it may shift hard. It doesn't. I just want to point out how to use this new articulating rear end. This right now is in the locked out mode, so if you had a real hilly area you was grooming, you could lock this out like it is right now, and then it would stay stiff in the back and climb hills better. And then if you wanted to unlock it so it'd steer a tighter turn radius, you just pull this little button right here and it flips right up just like that. Now it's in the articulate mode. don't know if you can see this or not, but it says, whatever gear you're in, it says on the dash. So right there is SL. Reverse. Low. High. Again, you see how easy this shifts, but it tells you right on the dash. Really easy to use. And it has this handy little storage box right here, which is pretty deep to put stuff in. So if your club's thinking about picking up a new groomer this year, you can't make a better choice than this. If you can, give me a call. This is Steve Livingston at Livingston's Arctic, and tell me how you can have something that's possibly better than this. I don't think it can be done. Thank you. Now these are both great drags. You can't go wrong with either one of them. They both do one thing better than the other. It'd be nice to get one drag that does everything the best. But this one's a little bit longer, so it grooms a little bit flatter trail. This one's a little shorter, which makes it a little easier to use. But they both work well. You can't go wrong with either one of them. This one, of course, looks a lot better because it's brand new, and this one's got 5,000 miles on it. But they're both really nice drags. Another major upgrade to this new Bearcat Groomer Special is it has much larger wire that goes to the groomer itself. It goes to the drag. In the past, if you happen to hit both buttons at the same time, it would sometimes pop a fuse. So they've increased the wire size for 016, so now you can hit both buttons at the same time and it's not going to pop a fuse. I want to show you how easy it is to get at the clutches or the belt or anything like that too. Also tell you another improvement. You pull that one pin, side pops right off, and exposes the brand new team clutches front and back, which is a big improvement for Arctic. These are much tougher and run a lot cooler. I don't think you can buy a better groomer right now than what Arctic is offering. But this is not just for grooming snowmobile trails, it's also for grooming cross-country ski trails. And now with that super low range, that just knocks it out of the park for grooming cross-country ski trails. And also just for utility work on power lines or mountaintop cell towers. You can't buy a tougher piece of machinery than this that's easier to get around in so many different places. So go by your local Arctic dealer and bring $500 with you. Put a spring order in. That sucked. But get to your local Arctic dealer and take advantage of the 4.9% financing, the 4-year warranty, $300 cat cash, and a Cat's Pride kit. Get them while they're hot. If you don't get it in the spring order, you might not get one at all. Thank you.